All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can schedule a phone call with me and get the ultimate Tesla buying guide. And today's stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. So let's just jump into it. Here's our handy dandy favorite Tesla inventory chart that we have access to. You can see that Tesla Model Y inventory, the mustard yellow line, is increasing higher and higher and higher. It was at a pretty high level before, but it seems like the incentives are wearing off and Model Y inventory is increasing. It seems like Model 3 though, this pink line right here, actually is doing well. It's starting to trend downwards. So it seems like the 1.99 plus the Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, is working so that you can get a deal on a Tesla. All you have to do is click it open, then head on over and find an inventory discounted vehicle. And if you're looking for the best deals that we have found at the moment, definitely check out our spreadsheet. We put three Model Ys, and it's crazy to see that Model Y inventory is increasing because Model Y right now has, I guess, the better discounts than the Model 3 at almost $3,000 off. Model 3 only has a $2,000 off, around $1,800 to $2,000 off, and Model S and Model X, the old versions but are still new, have $9,500 discounts. And so certainly it is interesting to see that Model Y inventory is starting to go back upwards and starting to trend higher. And so I do expect some deals and more discounts coming very, very soon. And I actually think Tesla at this point, I used to think like maybe 0% was probably too out of reach or too far out, and I don't think they were going to do it, but I do think 0.99 could be making a comeback on the Model Y, because now Tesla is trying to do this weird strategy where they're starting to put different rates on different trims of vehicles. And so I don't even know if this is like even legal or not, but like sub trims as well, where you can do different rates across the board with them. I guess some of them are 1.99, but like performance is 2.49. I guess it's a different model at the end of the day, but it is kind of interesting to see different rates. And of course, they're changing terms and rates by, of course, the term, or if you do 0 down, then it's 2.49. So it's kind of convoluted. Like, of course, Tesla is more transparent and they show you all the numbers up front for the most part, but now it's like a puzzle, right? It's like a maze of like what rate, if I do 0, then I can get this rate. If I put 20%, then I can get a better rate at 1.99%. And so I do feel like this is one of my kind of just out of left field predictions. And I put a poll out there, and this is what the actual scenario might be. Quote, if Tesla offered 0% financing, but required a larger down payment to qualify, I asked everybody in the community, what's the largest amount you'd be willing to put down as a minimum to qualify for 0%? Basically saying like, hey, if Tesla dangled 0% out in front of you, but they said, hey, we'll give you 0% financing, but you got to put like 50% down on the vehicle, would you do something like that? And an overwhelming majority said 11 to 20%, which is typically what you should be putting down on a vehicle anyway. And if you put 20% on a vehicle, you can get a current rate of 1.99. But I do feel like, what if Tesla, because right now at this level, Model 3 and Model Y, if you put down 20%, you can get 1.99. What if they say like, hey, if you put down 40%, we'll give you 0% financing? I feel like a lot of people, a lot of takers would be interested in that deal, because a lot of people are just after that elusive 0% financing rate. But one thing's for sure, I mean, there's a lot of things coming very, very soon for Tesla Model Y. And so this makes sense why Model Y inventory is the highest inventory for Tesla right now, because a lot of people are just waiting for that refresh Juniper vehicle, and they do not want the current deal right now, especially when you can see some of the prices between Model 3 and Model Y on the screen right here. You can see a lot of them are about very similar to the Model 3 counterpart. And so like even like the long range all-wheel drive, it's about the same price as a Model Y long range all-wheel drive. So unless you absolutely need the space, you should just get a new Model 3 because it's the latest and greatest technology. And maybe there's a lot of people that have like older Model 3s that are just jumping into a new Model 3, or a lot of people have like current Model Ys, and there's no point in them going down to a Model 3. They're just going to stay in with their current Model Y, and that could be why inventory for Model Y is going higher and higher. So one thing's for sure, we could see a better interest rate, more incentives for the the Tesla Model Y, maybe even a way more favorable rate. And here's my prediction on the screen across all the different pillars that Tesla has discounted and incentivized in the past. I do think they're going to bring back some sort of supercharging incentive. Financing, I think they'll push it down to like 0% or 0.99%, definitely 1.99 as it exists right now. And I think leasing across the board will drop anywhere from $50 to $100 less than what it is currently. And I think inventory discounts will be coming back anywhere from maybe higher than $2,000, maybe even $5,000 to $8,000 for inventory demo discounts to just really try and clear out vehicles that are out there so they can push for the end of month sales. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking.